You know, today was a push day, and it was a damn beautiful day for it to be a push day. That doesn't mean the push day was just as beautiful, but it was a beautiful day to have a push day. That's what I can say, man. Okay, no pump cover today. I had the pump cover on. It's just rubbed my lats really wrong here. It ended up being an 8-hour cardio session yesterday. Basically is what I would call it for work. If you guys could see the work that I did, then you would understand, like, oh yeah, I get what he's talking about it being cardio, but we got. So, in the effort of form standardization, I want to look at myself in the mirror really closely when I'm doing this. I'm going to keep the elbows in press. Kind of close in here and not let them flare out even on the way up. We're going to see how the 2 plates goes. Alright, that was really good first set. Probably gonna go with one more. Alright, set 2 on this guy here. I ended up being very happy with the way that first set turned out. This shit was, like, my elbows were tucked almost the entire time, probably the entire time. And I was able to get good reps on it. So we're gonna try and go this time, go for broke here, 1 to 0 right here. Okay, yeah, let's move on. All right, moved on to cable flies here. The normal fly machine that I was using is taken, so, you know, this was open. So why not add a little variety? All right, one more set. All right, second set here. I don't know, I haven't done cable flies in a minute, and this machine is a little shaky for me at best. So I'm gonna probably come up off the seat a little bit so I can aim the arm a little bit lower. Okay, it's time to move on. The set 1 on the tricep pushdowns here. I got away from the dip machine for today, just gonna do regular pushdowns. Okay. Alright, that's a pretty good maximal set there. I kind of wanted to do 3. Second side of set 1 here. I accidentally hit the Bixby button on my phone when I was moving the tripod, so I stopped the recording. Okay, probably one more set of that. All right, we moved on to lateral raises. I hit 3 sets of the tricep extensions only from the first set, so now we're moving on to lateral raises. And the point of this, I put the weight a little bit lower so I can focus on hitting the side delts rather than the traps and the rear delts. You guys see what I mean?
Okay. All right, that was a little bit better for the side delts. I already hit one set of these, and I was kind of hitting the rear delts in it because I was pulling up and I was shrugging back with it. Whereas this one, I want to make sure I'm just raising it up the side here. All right, that's the workout, man.
You know, today was a push day, and it was a damn beautiful day for it to be a push day. That doesn't mean the push day was just as beautiful, but it was a beautiful day to have a push day. That's what I can say, man. Look, the push day was actually good. Okay, it was actually you know, beneficial. Just my lower half of my body is so damn sore from work. Like, you guys know the breakfast video that I put out, the one before this one yesterday, the video I put out yesterday. Check it out, man. You know how the title says, like, with 7 hours of cardio? Well, I wasn't lying. I wasn't lying. I did hit a whole lot of cardio. It was basically like a HIIT workout, you know what I'm saying? Like high intensity interval training. You know, that's basically what I was doing for the entire day of work yesterday. Kicked my ass, I ain't gonna lie. Look, I did it. So work, normally I don't have to do what I did yesterday, but I volunteered. I said, hey, you know, if I switch to this form of pavement, I'll do this work instead of the work that I normally do. I made more money doing that. Now, the trade-off was my body got destroyed. Okay, my body got absolutely decimated. By the end of the shift, I could hardly, like, bend down. My glutes were so dang sore. The good news is my back, like, it was sore. My back was sore. But, like, by the end of the day, it was mainly my glutes that were sore. So, I don't know if that means I just started using my glutes more or what, but, you know, that could be viewed as a good thing, I suppose. Yeah, it was, work kicked my ass yesterday, and my lower half is still very uncomfortable. I didn't ride the motorcycle today because one of the main things I didn't want to do, I didn't want to be cold today. It was still like 54 degrees when I was gonna leave my house to go to the gym, which is a little chilly, which means I would have had to like throw layers on, and means my legs would have been cold. But also, I just didn't want to ride the bike, man. Fight the wind the whole time, you know. I'm too sore to do that shit right now. Don't get me wrong, I love riding the motorcycle. It's my favorite mode of transportation that I own. But damn, if I wouldn't have been dog tired riding that damn thing. So I decided not to ride the bike today, and now you guys get a truck talk, so hell yeah. There's a bug in my truck. I can't roll my window down at the expense of your guys' ears. You know what? I'm gonna roll my window down at the expense of your guys' ears. That, he's gone already. Let's go. Okay. So, you know, it made for a tougher push day today just because, like, I am so sore on my bottom half. But good thing is, the bottom half doesn't play too much of an effect on an upper push day. So I have 2 more days to recover before my leg day. You know, I have about 48 hours to recover before my next leg day. A little less than 48 hours, probably around 45 hours, because I got to hit legs before I go to work again on Thursday and do the same thing. So the good thing about this is I do earn more money doing this, but I can't do it back-to-back days. I used to be able to do it back-to-back days. I used to do that work every day, 5 days a week. And then I got moved into some different roles, worked my way, I guess, up. I don't know. I didn't really go anywhere. I moved laterally. How about that? I moved laterally to where I didn't have to expend my body as much. And then, you know, going back into that role that is like high intensity interval training, you know, I'm not in that shape. Like, I'm not out of shape, obviously, but I'm not in that shape. My muscular endurance is not there for the entire day, you know? But still, you know, more money, and you know, I got 2 days to recover, so I'm good. But back, you know, talking back to the push day, pretty good push day. I was happy to keep my elbows in on the press today. The fly was a little bit different, but I was happy to throw in like different variation of the same exercise, so using cables instead of the machine. And I finally got back to single arm tricep push downs. That was nice. And then also lateral raises. The one thing about lateral raises, like, yes, I've seen a lot of things. It's like, oh, people hit one set of shoulder press, 2 sets of shoulder press. They're like, oh, it activates the lateral delts, the side delts, you know, when you're doing the shoulder press. True. However, focusing solely on that, where you're also including a lot of front delt. And one thing you got to remember is that in a shoulder press, even with your elbows wide, the main mover is the front delts. The lateral delts gets a shit ton of activation. That's fact. But the front delts are the main mover of the exercise. So it's nice to do the damn. It's nice to do lateral raises as well, because those are, as long as you're doing them correctly. So you know, keep that in mind. If you guys have heard some propaganda about swapping, going from, you know, your lateral raises to just doing shoulder press with the flared elbow. I mean, yes, that's fine. It does activate the side delts, but the primary mover is the front delts, and the lateral raises, the primary mover is the side delts. So you know, just keep that in mind when you're going through your exercise. And then I had some cardio, and I watched an episode of To Be Hero X. Had an interesting thought that I posted on TikTok. I don't know. I was just thinking about this, right? Like, if you guys have seen To Be Hero X, you know, you get what I'm talking about. But if you don't, basically, to become a hero, you gain this thing called trust value. And when you earn that trust value, you're kind of like stuck in the persona that you earned it in. So, like, for example, right? The first episode, this dude notices a hero like walk off the fucking building, and he dies. The hero dies, right? So this is the first episode. It's not really a spoiler. And then that dude like becomes that hero because people think it's him, basically. So like, if people think that you're something, you know, you take on the persona of that thing, but you can't break out of it. You have to be that thing. You have to. So like, if you're known for not talking, and you're like the silent hero, you physically cannot talk ever. Like it's physically impossible, and unless you break the trust value or something. So my thought was this, right? If you save somebody, hero type shit, you save somebody, but in the process of doing that, you shit yourself, and people film that and put it online, and they see you shitting yourself when you save somebody. Do you become the pants shitting hero? Are you just forced to shit your pants forever? You know what I'm saying? Like, is that what happens? So, you know, for the people that haven't seen the anime, maybe, you know, you could just ponder on that question, because I don't know, you know, you guys know about as much as I do right now, but I'm 15 episodes in. I just finished episode 15, so going on to episode 16 next. But for the people that have seen the anime, you know, maybe you can. I actually don't. If it's a spoiler, don't hit me up, okay? Because I got, you know, I'm still going to watch the anime. But, yeah, that's a healthy food for thought to leave you guys on. I'm done. I'm going to go home, edit this video, post this video, get another TikTok in there somewhere. And I got a couple of meal plans to do for a couple of clients, and a little bit of studying to do. So, busy day for me on my day off from work. So, you know, just blessed to be able to have a day, you know what I'm saying? Other than that, I appreciate y'all for watching. You know, so to see y'all next time.